Hello, amigos. Welcome back to the Gift of the Gab. I'm Tia.
And I'm Ben.
And I'm back. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much.
We did. We missed you. I had to hold it down.
But you did a great job last week.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, let's get into it. How was your week?
My week was all right. More work and then more play. that was literally my week. I went to work. I had to do some work stuff, and then I had Friday.
That's what people do at work.
I did celebrate my first annual Ben Day. I celebrated it, and it was a good Ben Day. I made patties. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Ben Day's national dish yet. I'm trying different things.
Okay, so what would you have, Ben Day every year, or?
Yeah, it's gonna be Ben Day every year.
So next year you'll book the same day off.
Why not?
Okay, we'll see about that. By 2 weeks from now, he'll probably forget about Ben Day. So
mark it in your calendars. 18th of September is when we celebrate Ben Day.
Why isn't it Self-Appreciation Day? Why do we have to celebrate you?
Because I want to be celebrated. If you want a Self-Appreciation Day, come up with your own day. Don't say we're having Ben Day. It rolls off the tongue easier.
I think Self-Appreciation Day.
What you did for your first Ben Day. I'll tell you what I did. I made patties, as you know.
Okay.
I finished. Before we even jump into anything, I have to say I finished How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh yes.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, you just have to skip this.
Yeah, we're about to talk about the final series of it. What did you think of the ending?
Are we gonna skip straight to the ending? Not even like.
Oh, all right. The last few episodes, but the series finale. What did you think of basically the final episode?
So it was getting really good. I really started to not like Nate. He was getting annoying.
Oh, you found a problem with Nate. Nate was getting annoying. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a big fan of the ending.
No, neither was I. Do you know what? Yeah, I actually didn't know what the ending meant.
Really?
Yeah, I had to go on YouTube, and I was like,
"You YouTubed it?"
Yeah, I was like, "How to Get Away with Murder."
You're on the list now.
I wasn't too sure because it was like.
What part weren't you sure about?
So at first I was thinking, yeah, Annalise is definitely dead.
Yeah,
because that's what all the flashbacks were saying, and
flash forwards. Technically.
Oh yeah, flash forwards were saying Annalise was dead, but it turns out she died years later. She lived out her life. She died as an old person, basically.
Yeah. So essentially, they had been doing flashbacks throughout the whole season, throughout the whole series, and in this one, they were doing a flash forward of the future, but we didn't know because they had an old character in there, but playing the character's son, being Wes. Wes was an old character that had died, but he was actually playing his son in that flash forward.
Oh,
did you not understand?
It makes sense.
Yeah, he was playing his son.
Do you know what? I was like, oh, Wes just changed his name to Castillo.
No, Christopher Castillo, that's the little boy.
Yeah, no, it makes sense now.
And everyone had grown old. You didn't think, why is Wes looking the same when everyone is old? Everyone was damn near close to the grave.
But do you know, I don't know why, how did they age like that? Like Laurel had grey hair, everyone was grey.
And Eve was the same age as Laurel, it looked like.
Yeah.
But the aging technology looked good. But they just didn't age proportionally.
Yeah, they didn't. They just made everyone look old.
Yeah, and I think it was easier to make the white people look older, because when they showed Annalise as an old person, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Look a bit scary.
Yeah, they didn't do her age makeup correctly. Man, black don't crack.
I guess so. And she was she ended up I guess being in a relationship with, what's the lady's name?
Eve?
No.
Oh, Tegan.
Tegan, that's it.
Did she? I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
they were like dancing together and stuff like that. Yeah.
I must have looked down at my phone because I was like, "What?" That was one of my questions. What happened to Tegan?
Yeah, they were like dancing together and stuff like that. So
Oh,
I
so
guess
they
they
did get together.
They got together. Yeah.
Oh, I was disappointed at the ending.
So was I.
I truly was. And if you already haven't heard, spoiler alert, but I think the only person who got punished for the crime was basically Connor.
Yeah.
Because he opted for punishment. I feel like Laurel and Michaela deserve to suffer a little bit more.
Yeah, but Michaela's the one who killed.
Yeah.
Sam.
Well, technically, it was Wes actually. She pushed him over the edge, but he hit him with the thing when he was strangling someone. But his one was in self-defense because Sam was killing someone at the time. He was strangling. I forgot who he was strangling. But he was strangling someone.
Michaela did wrong. More wrong than I feel Connor did.
Michaela became this ruthless person who would always refer back to her childhood as the reason for her being such a crappy person right now. And I was like, I'm tired of hearing the same old story of why you're always like betraying people and doing like the most. And then she ended up becoming a lawyer, but it seems that she was isolated from the rest of them. Like she wasn't at the funeral, no one called her.
Yeah,
she was like by herself.
But even Laurel was there. But why was Laurel there?
Because Christopher, when he was teaching the How to Get Away with Murder, he said his mentor, which is Annalise, basically Annalise helped raise him and made him into a lawyer. And I think because Laurel didn't snitch on him, on her, they kept in contact and stuff like that. I guess so. But the rest of them snitched on her. But Connor paid for his crimes, and he decided, although I snitched, I'm gonna go and do time. Willingly, because I just feel. I feel like I think he felt like, look, we've done so much wrong. Michaela
did snitch, but then she changed her plea.
They were all her plea deal.
Without
they were
saying.
all snakes. But I think she deserved an unhappier ending. I wasn't satisfied that she got to become a lawyer.
But they basically left it open for there to be another one, though. With Christopher being the person.
I guess, yeah. With Wes being the main character. Because he didn't really get much airtime. I thought he was going to be a main character in the whole thingy, but they killed him off pretty early.
Yeah. You know what because I was on YouTube searching this up. Laurel, she went missing because she actually had a baby. So she was actually pregnant.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why she went MIA.
Oh, so they had to weave it into the storyline. Yeah. But I'm not happy with. It wasn't terrible. It's just that I would have liked to feel more. I just felt like they played it really safe. Like nothing really bad happened to any of them, apart from Frank and Bonnie, who died on the.
Oh yeah.
On the steps.
Just does that happen in real life? Like you're shot, you get shot. And because you're in shock, you don't actually feel it. And she died so quickly.
I think it can happen because, I think it can happen. I think the adrenaline would allow people to not feel, because there's examples of people who get stabbed or shot and then they run thinking that nothing's happened to them. Yeah. And then they collapse.
No, you're right. But I just never expected it.
Yeah.
I just never expected it.
I also felt sorry for Frank. I feel like Frank has spent his whole life trying to please people.
I know.
And then in his final act, he does the one thing to try and take down he does take down the governor.
But he then kills his.
I don't think he shot.
No,
Bonnie.
he didn't shot Bonnie.
He
didn't shoot Bonnie. Yeah. But I don't know who shot Frank.
I think the police,
the security guard, right?
They as soon as he fired, they fired upon him. But yeah. At least I feel their two endings was the only impactful endings. The rest of them just got a happy ever after sort of thing, and it was there wasn't enough emotion for something where they were crying.
A black cab and then have the doof like he's done.
No, I wanted some distraughtness in the characters' lives. Everyone just got to go happy.
No, but that's why they might be another series. If
I
left
still
it
don't
open
like
enough.
that. I would rather you do something major to the main characters instead of kind of holding the line of maybe we're going to continue it. Because even if you're going to continue it, the ones, if you're continuing from the path that you're on now, they're like 60. I don't want to watch them in their old makeup.
No, but it might not. It might not start.
It
from
might
there.
go backwards and start from there, maybe. But I would have preferred. Like a more meaningful ending. I feel like it was just like, oh, well, let's do a happy ever after we kill Bonnie and Clyde or Frank.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, but that was my opinion on it. Did you enjoy the whole series as a whole?
I did enjoy it. Yeah, because we started watching it a few years back,
like 2015,
and then we stopped, and then we caught up.
Yeah,
during the lockdown.
Caught up in like a week.
I know. I don't even think it was a week, was it?
We watched back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
But it's always nice when you've got episodes that have built up like that.
Yeah. Then you can just watch it all in one go. You don't forget what's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice.
Well, moving on from that?
Yes.
What has been happening in the local news? Well, I think we're going into another lockdown, maybe.
Let's not say that. By the grace of God, we won't.
Well, I think everyone's hoping that we won't, but right now, Boris has seemed to have done a U-turn and admitted that this second wave was inevitable.
Yeah,
is what he said. And before they were saying like, oh, we're making sure there's going to be no second wave. We've done this, and now it seems
looking at France, looking at this person.
Now it seems like if he's saying that this early, that means that they know even more than we know, because everyone else is just seeing the cases rise from like 1,000 to 3,000 each day. But I think they've seen something, or they've like spotted a trend that this isn't going to go very well.
It's like they're warning us basically, because I guess what Donald Trump says, they like to downplay it. Not to the extent of Donald Trump, obviously. Yeah. Let's hope not anyways. But, so the fact that they've made that U-turn, I think they think it's a subtle U-turn, but it's really not. Yeah. And they're like saying it.
Yeah, when I saw the notification from BBC News, I said, Boris said that?
Yeah.
Really? Because before he was, go back to work. Get back in the office. So I was like, no thank you. You can go to work for me if you want. I am happy working from home. I've been loving it. I'm loving it. But so it seems like, and a lot more, I think they said 10 million people in the UK are now under some sort of COVID restriction.
Is it
again.
15?
Oh, maybe it's gone up.
There's a lot of people.
Because there's only like 60 to 70 million people in the UK, so like 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 of the country is now in restrictions. And it seems when that happens, it seems to like spread across the rest of the UK a bit more gradually.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to lock down London?
I'm not. I think if it gets really bad, they'll try to save the rest of the country and lock us down, because I feel like we are the main problem area.
I think that they're gonna hold on to not locking down London until
until absolutely necessary, because it's the economic
the
powerhouse
last thing that they do.
It's the capital, so they expect like the economy is mainly centered around.
But babes, if they lock down London, that would like send a message to like everywhere in the country, like they've locked down London.
Yeah, I think that's
serious again.
Yeah, I think that's what they're avoiding. But I think if they really want to stop things, locking down London and probably allowing the rest of the UK might be a better option than everywhere else than London, because it's just too many people in London, too much public transport and stuff like that, which is usually a good thing, but not in these times. Yeah.
But they're saying they're going to wait until October. If they're going to do a lockdown, they're going to wait until October. And I hate this I'm going to wait stuff. Yeah. Like, I hate it. Like,
just give me my trial date.
Or what they should do is say, okay, we're going to move the half-term holiday.
The half-term holiday? I don't want to think about no half-term.
That's what they're saying. They're going to wait
I thought you were just talking about yourself.
No. They're going to wait until October half-term to lock it down.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're saying. Like, if there's going to be a national lockdown, it's going to be in half-term holiday, so that it doesn't affect schools. But if that's the case, then, and they need to do it before that, lock it down and say, okay, there won't be October half-term.
This is true, but Boris does what Boris wants.
And they're going to make a mess of it.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that either.
And then you're gonna have your friend Donald Trump.
My friend.
Yeah, your friend, old
Don't
Donald.
call that what's his coloured man, my friend.
Old Donald was gonna say, "Oh, look at London."
Yeah. See, I'm doing a great job.
Oh, we're doing a great job.
I'm doing a great job against the China virus.
The China virus.
As he usually says.
We haven't had the second wave.
I'm nervous for their election.
So am I.
I'm nervous for their election. I feel like it's gonna be a lot closer than
Do you know?
think.
No, I was watching something, and they said like there's gonna be a lot of people coming out, like they're waiting for the right time.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of people. Even they said like Anonymous is gonna come out as well. I saw it on CNN.
No,
like Anonymous is gonna come out. There's a lot of things waiting, but the person talking couldn't like say who and like when.
Well, I think last is it last month? Anonymous is the hacking group, right?
I don't know.
They are. I think they're the hacking group, and they wear the V for Vendetta mask, or that white mask. And I think they don't like Donald Trump, basically. So if they are gonna come out,
yeah, so basically they need to wait until close enough, because that's when people remember. If you say it now, they might not remember when it comes to.
Do you know what I'm nervous about? It's because on the internet, if you're generally on the internet or on Twitter and stuff, the general consensus is that we hate Donald Trump, but Donald Trump's voters, the ones that he appeals to mainly aren't on the internet like that. So I
think they are. They are on the internet, but it's not going to pop up for you.
Not what there's the Donald Trump voters on the internet, don't get me wrong, but the more of the Democratic voters are the younger people, and the old people and stuff like that aren't tweeting as much as young people and aren't creating as much noise. They don't know how to. These coal miners that he's appealing to in these swing states, they're not on the internet like that.
Well, some of Donald Trump's voters are not going to change.
Some of them are, but I think it gives people a false sense of security when they log online and they see all this hate for Donald Trump. And then come election day, they're like, "What happened?"
But I really hope that people do get up.
I hope so too, but I'm wary now after 2016 that there was a lot of Hillary's gonna wash him. He's just a celebrity. He's just a fool. And the internet's telling one thing, the polls are saying this as well.
I mean, they were right. He's just a celebrity. He's just a fool.
It's true, but who's in the White House?
The orange man.
Yeah, the orange man.
Hopefully not too longer. I think the orange man being in the White House won't just affect America. But that's the thing.
Yeah.
We don't have a say in it, but.
Well, the way he's telling people to double vote. Last week I said, well, if he's allowing this, he should allow me. I'll slip in my vote from the UK. I mean.
Well, he sent out a tweet the other day. I think it was yesterday. Saying that Biden failed badly with the swine flu, and basically how much of a great job he's doing with coronavirus. But I forgot to look up how many people died, but it was like 8.
Oh,
it was definitely less than 10 people in America.
Swine flu wasn't as big. I remember Catch It, Bin It, Kill It.
Yeah,
we made that into a song.
Catch it, bin it, kill it. Catch it, bin it, kill it.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Swine flu wasn't as big as coronavirus.
No, it wasn't.
Near. I think my cousin even got swine flu. I think so.
Is it?
Yeah, I think one of my cousins got swine flu, and that was he got over it like relatively quickly.
It was nothing like this.
Yeah,
nothing like this, and I don't think it spread as far as this either.
Oh no!
As quickly, sorry.
No, I think this is the largest spread of a virus that we've had in some time.
Yeah, but in America, it definitely killed less than 10 people, virus. And every death obviously is sad. Yeah.
But when you're comparing it to what they just passed 200,000 deaths.
Yeah. So
I've even stopped looking, and I tuned in, and I was like, 200,000.
Yeah.
200,000.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying whether it's 4 years that he has or whether it's 2 months that he's got left, when that time has passed and later down the line and they're reflecting back on it, even the more moderate Trump supporters will be like, whoa, 200,000 people died under Donald Trump. Like, that will be in history books. And
definitely.
like the way he handled it and stuff like that. Right now we're in a like a very reactive moment where people are like picking to sides, especially because of racism. And I think when they're out of that like reactivity or whatever, and the tensions are still there, but they're not focused mainly around Donald Trump, and the people are looking back at the situation, I think more people will be honest about how bad a job he's doing.
Do you think?
I hope so.
Do you know what? I think some of his supporters won't.
Some of them won't. I feel like people know how bad he's doing, but until there's like maybe even another thing, and then they compare them and be like, whoa,
but
look what he did.
There was another thing. There was swine flu. If you compare it.
But they will say swine flu is not on the scale of this, so it's even hard to manage. Like it is hard for a direct comparison of swine flu versus the management of it.
But even if you just like take a speech from one person to another.
Yeah. You could take one of my speeches. I could sound better than Donald Trump.
Probably.
And I would just have to go up there and just be like, guys, I actually do not know anything. I don't know anything, and I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I do.
Yeah,
so I'm hiring the best people to make sure that they do what's best for you.
Yeah, but he doesn't believe in scientists. He just said that. He said global warming is a lie.
Well, he believes in money, is what he believes in. And
I believe in money too, but not just money.
Yeah, well, that's enough of the orange man. He is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Hope he doesn't win. I really hope so. Some more surprising news actually came out. Your boy Org.
My boy Org.
Still digging nails in the coffin of the Smiths. See, why is he doing this? I'm
not gonna lie. I've got a confession to make. I haven't watched the video.
Good, because it's not worthy of your time.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. I did watch the video.
How was it?
It was just him singing with like Rick Ross in there, I believe. Yeah, I just skipped through it. I didn't watch the whole thing like that. I was just like, oh, look at this hater.
What? You sound like the hater.
I already told you. I already told you.
Entanglement is when you tangle in.
I got no. I am fully biased towards Will because I loved Will in so many movies. In Fresh Prince,
this is a story all about how
exactly.
My life
so I
twisted upside down.
So I'm not gonna what's it called? I'm not gonna be in support of Will.
Can you just say how much of a great rap I just did?
No, I can't because it was terrible.
What was terrible about it?
You made up words.
No, I didn't.
Let's do it again then.
In West Philadelphia.
West Philadelphia. Born and raised. In the playground is where I spent most of my days.
I didn't ask for you.
Okay.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised. In the playground where I spent most of my days. Shooting up hoops and...
No. Let's just stop her there. But entanglements... Yeah, so he released the video, get some attention. I guess has his album dropped? I don't even know.
I don't know.
See, you're meant to be a fan of his. How do you not know?
Do you know what? I think I want to be a rapper.
I think you shouldn't.
I think I should. I think I'm on par with Carly B.
Well, first of all, get her name correct. It's Cardi.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said.
That is what I said.
You said Carly, as in iCarly.
No, I didn't say Carly.
Yeah. We got the tape here.
You will hear it. I said it right.
Is that why you're grinning from cheek to cheek?
I will... Listen, I got it right.
She didn't get it right, and she knows she didn't.
If I didn't get it right, I owe you £5.
I don't even want to take your money because I know you're wrong. I don't know why you're doing this to yourself.
I'm not wrong. I said it right.
But anyway... in Entanglements,
sorry,
the video you didn't watch.
Yes,
it wasn't it was just a video.
Yeah,
to I guess hammer the nail in. But I skipped through it, and then I was like, I saw Rick Ross in there, and I was like, and then I went and watched the Will Smith video actually.
Really?
A Will Smith and Jason Derulo video, but Will Smith had titled it. I guess he was like, "Don't invite Jason Derulo to your home." I was like, "That's a bit soon. Where wasn't it?"
Why?
I don't know if he was playing on the situation
What situation?
of them inviting August Alsina into their home. That's what the video was called, and it was like him and Jason Derulo. So I watched it. Obviously, clickbaited me, got me in there, and it was just him and Jason Derulo filming like lots of dancing videos and like I think TikTok videos and stuff like that.
Do you remember when Jason Derulo used to say his name in every video?
Someone else did that as well. Who else
They
did
all
that?
used to do that. Even what's that fat boy's name?
Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I
How
mean,
did you guess?
he's not. He's just. I'm just gonna make it worse for calling Big Bones. Man, we all fat in these streets.
Wow.
Damn all these.
Wow. Let's move on. So, did you hear about Cardi B?
Yeah.
Cardi B.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Is it right?
I thought you knew. If you know, you know.
Cardi B.
Yes, I did. I did hear it. I heard about
divorce.
the situation.
What do you think?
What do I think on the divorce?
Yeah.
Well, it sucks for both of them, especially because they have a kid together now. They got baby Culture. Culture with a K.
Yeah.
The name kind of grew on me.
Culture.
Usually, I'm not up for like celebrity. Usually, celebrity names are a bit too unique for me.
Yeah.
But the name kind of grew on me.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I kind of like Culture.
Culture. But do as you wish. Unless you're going to name them silly like apple of my eye. Just like, geez, why would you do that to your kid? There's an actual celebrity who named their kid that.
No, I thought you were just making it up.
No. I remember it being a case in the news many years ago. Like
apple of my eye.
I would search it up now, but there's a celebrity who named like their kid Apple of My Eye or something like that. I think when your kid grows up, if they were tormented, they should be allowed to sue you.
Yeah, that is so bad. No, that must be a nickname though.
Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, back to Cardi and Offset. No, sorry, it's me. I think it does suck for them that they're getting divorced. But if it's what's necessary and they feel like, you know what, we can't continue together, we'll have to split amicably, then I think that is best for them. I would be happy actually if they I wouldn't be happy or thing. But right now I don't know anything about the main reason for the split. I don't like it when it gets too messy. Like on the internet, and then like now everything is on the internet for public consumption.
Yeah.
I feel like if someone brings it on the internet, then you obviously have the right to try and defend yourself.
Yeah, well,
but right now we don't know anything, and if they want to keep it that way, I'd say more power to them.
Well, a lot of people were like going at her, like saying her WAP her non-cooking self was not able to keep her man. But she did do a live yesterday, and she said that no one cheated, but she's splitting because they were arguing. She was like tired of the arguing and stuff like that.
I heard that on her OnlyFans she was going to do a live and then it didn't work.
No, she did one. I heard it.
Oh, well then I don't know what I heard. Maybe mine was from the day before.
I heard it last night.
Apparently one time she was going to do a live and she had tweeted like I'm gonna expose everything, or I'm gonna share everything, and then that day it didn't work, but I guess it worked later. I
saw it on the Shade Room this morning.
Okay.
So I believe she did it last night.
Okay then, but
yeah, divorces.
Yeah, well, if they're not working out and that is what is the best course for them, then more power to them. I'm not in their relationship.
True.
So, internet people always waiting for your downfall, even when they were listening to WAP and enjoying it. The minute something happens, those same people will turn around and make fun of you.
Yep.
So
you win if you do. No, what is it? You damn if you don't. You damn. Anyways, whatever.
But yeah.
Yeah, that just.
At the end of the day, Cardi is still living her life, and I'm sure a lot of those same people making those backhanded comments would love to be in her life, and I'm sure even if like there is a reason like she broke up with him or whichever way around. I think she filed for divorce, so most likely her. That a lot of these women or men even in the comments wouldn't have the same courage to do do it on a public stage like that. And so more power to you. You know, do what you want to do with your life. I didn't see a major issue with anything that I had seen, but I haven't seen much, so which is why I like it, because I haven't seen much.
Well, what we have seen is Latoya Forever and Adam.
See, this is what I do. That was the direct opposite. I don't like what I've seen.
So let's talk about the live. So we have talked about Latoya Forever previously. I can't remember which episode. Do you?
Episode 4.
You are a lie. You just made that up.
Episode 7. Episode 8.
One of the episodes.
In one of the episodes, we talked about their breakup. Right?
Yes, we did. And
what happened?
Latoya was on live doing her makeup, which was, all good. And then I guess Adam called her into the office. So I believe they're still living together. They've got a big house in Atlanta. Balanta, as Samia would say. And so she came into the room and popped up her phone and was like, "Oh, why did you call me?" And he's like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm on live." And he's like, "What's going on?" And then she proceeds on to confront him about why you're not so affectionate, and the last time you were affectionate to me was Aya's baby shower reveal. Yeah, that's it. I don't even know what I said.
You said baby shower. I don't know what that is.
And Aya, she just celebrated her first birthday, so that was over a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what do you think?
Yeah, I didn't like it, to be honest. I was just like, I understand what she was saying. My show has been called Latoya's Life. I invite people into my life.
No, wait, let's not talk about that part first. Let's talk about her going into his office and just popping her phone up and saying hello.
Yeah, it seemed like there was an intention to call someone out on a public platform, and it was just like, a lot of people just are here for the gossip. But you might she said one thing in the video, sometimes people might have good advice and good thing, but I don't think you should come to a point that you're seeking advice from random strangers who don't really know the details of your thing.
No, you're right.
Because you can paint the story however you want, and it seemed like she went into it maybe on the defensive, maybe because of something he had done, or maybe she was.
To me, it looked like they had an argument not too long ago, whether that been that morning or the night before or whatever that week.
But I could understand it, because even we've had arguments, and sometimes I've been like, I wish there was a third person here to oversee.
No, but what she did was ambush him.
And I understand that. I understand that she ambushed him, but I think sometimes when you're on the back foot and you're struggling to explain yourself and you feel like you're being done unfairly, she went about it the wrong way. But I could understand why she got to the point she did, but I don't necessarily agree with the actions.
I don't, because she has so many people in that house.
She does.
She has her mom. She has her sister. Her sister's understanding age. She's 15 or plus. I don't know how old.
15?
She must. I don't know. What, 18?
You're gonna take advice from a 15-year-old?
No. I'm saying I don't know how old she is, but she's of the understanding age.
No, but she's not.
I don't know.
Not a marriage.
I think she's in college or something.
15 is not college.
I don't know how old the girl is. I'm not in their house. I don't know how old the girl is. I don't even know her name.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mom is there. Her friends are there and everything. So if she did want someone else's opinion,
this is true.
She should have gone to someone who knows more about what's going on. Because even later on in the live, when she was talking to Auntie Julian, and then Julian was like, "What the Ross are you doing?"
Yeah, I agree 100%. Even with what Auntie Julian was saying, because that's what I said. I don't agree with the actions. I can see how maybe she thought in her head it was a good idea, but that doesn't make it a good idea.
No, that would have made the situation 10 times worse for me.
But I'm just saying, I can see how in her head she thought it was a good idea. I'm not throwing her on the spot, because again, we're taking a side because we've only seen one thing. And Like, I'm sure there's been many nuances and many like things that have gone on in their relationship that we don't know. I can see how she got to that point, but I don't agree with the actions. And I think it should be handled better. And again, like, although you might make your living sharing your life, some things you have to keep private, and there's some things you might like regret and want to go back and edit. And once you put it out there, it's out there.
And it was live as well, so I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen, like how someone's gonna react, and it's like, even if you're not in an argument, it's just common courtesy if you're going into someone's space, or like to let them know that, like, oh, I'm gonna be putting you live in front of like so many viewers and stuff like that, because you know, but might just be farting and stuff.
To me, it seemed like she was trying to egg him on to like start an argument, like right then and there, and it was like Auntie Julian basically said the right thing, and then again Auntie Julian said something which made me think even more, because she was saying, so Latoya was saying that you know, it's deeper than you know, him not being affectionate. Like, there's so many things that we as the public don't know. So how can she be seeking advice from the public when there's so much that we don't know? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I was saying I see how she got to that point, because so far I'd only seen Adam had mainly made a video about the situation. And
so did she.
Oh, okay, I hadn't seen that, but it seemed like she's still retaliating from, because she even referenced some stuff that he said in that video, and you can see it bothers her. I don't think she had the right approach about it, but it just shouldn't have been done, man. Just sometimes I feel like, but it's hard for me to say because I'm not in that situation. But I hope they both manage to do it privately or get the help of their family, and or if they want to. Sometimes you have to call it quits, and not everything can be fixed. Yeah. But whatever it is, that they can do it in a way that once they're done, or once they're together, or once they split up, that they feel like, oh, okay, like I still have this private area to my life, and like I can still, because they're gonna be in each other's lives for the rest of their life. They've got 3 kids together.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, well, or hopefully one of them don't run off. Yeah. Yeah, but like they're tied together now. Whether they like it or not, they're tied together.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about like if Adam goes to get milk and never comes back.
Oh, like the Alemo guy. Maybe. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I think that. Or did you have any other views on what happened later?
Did I have any other views? I don't know. I feel like there's a time and a place for everything, and I don't feel like that was the time or the place, because she's got such a public platform as well. So it's not even like if it was just a normal, regular, stregular person doing it on live where their children won't see in like 5-10 years. Like, most likely it's still going to be on the internet, YouTube or something somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And her 3 children like may see it, and it might paint a picture of their relationship or her or him that they necessarily didn't want their kids to know. Yeah. And so like you do have to think about what you are putting on online, because you know it doesn't, just because like it's gone from your story in 24 hours doesn't mean it's gone from the internet forever.
Even that video you showed me wasn't uploaded by her.
Exactly.
There's always someone watching and recording.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to be careful when you're watching and recording. Like that woman who was filming a Snapchat on the M25, which is a motorway here in England, or one that surrounds London actually. And she fell out of a car.
Fell out of the car onto an active lane.
But did she survive? Is she okay? Okay, then she can get. I'm gonna throw her on the grill. I just needed to know if she was okay.
Yeah, no, she was okay.
All right, here comes the jokes. What was she doing?
She was filming. She was making a Snapchat, hanging out of the window.
Was she driving, or was there another driver?
I believe she was in the passenger seat.
And she was. I have no sympathy for her. Not one. Not a one.
So this just happened today as well, or last night. Sorry.
What are you doing, hanging out, or going like minimum? Well, if you're in my car, minimum 70 miles an hour. Yeah. And you're hanging out of the window to film us. People, the internet you don't need that much validation, and no one's gonna think you're cool because you hung out your window to film this Snapchat video. At the end of the day, you might die and look stupid and end up on a topic on our podcast. And that's exactly what happened. She almost died.
Yeah, it was
Luckily.
only by luck.
Luckily, she
managed
survived.
to survive, yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have to tame these jokes down, but I'd still be thinking them. I just wouldn't be thinking them
dead
publicly.
or alive, she would have still been down for.
Oh, she would have been stupid.
Hanging out of the. It wasn't even like a small road, you know. It was an M25, a motorway.
I don't understand. What I want to see what the video was like. What she was filming.
Yeah, was it even worth it?
And of course, it wasn't. What is worth it to film out the window?
I don't know. Maybe a beautiful sunset.
No. If you dropped out the window because you were filming a beautiful sunset, I'd be like...
My mum would have roasted me. I wouldn't have needed Gift of the Gab to roast me. My mum would have roasted me.
If I drop out of the window, out of my car, in any circumstance, Snapchat video or no Snapchat video, I am getting thrown on the grill. And I need you guys to hold me to account. Whether it's Snapchat or... If you hear a story, Ben fell out of his window in the car... And I haven't been involved in an accident. I was doing something silly. Don't even give me sympathy.
What do you think my mum would have said to you? Give us your best. My mum's impression.
Ooh, your best mum impression. You need to go to Bellevue. that would be what your mum would have told me.
For anyone who doesn't know, Bellevue is a mental hospital in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's where your mom would have told me I need to go.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I would expect no sympathy. I wouldn't even give myself sympathy, dead or alive, because I was being stupid.
Stupid. Do you know what it reminds me of? You know that song they were like, I would something for the D, even to the D.
Oh, I do.
It reminds me.
Okay.
I would lean at the car for the snap. Even fall out the car for the snap.
All right, that was slightly better. Weren't great, but... Well, I think that's all the main stories that's been happening this week.
Mm-hmm.
Which troubled subscribers, which troubled people on the internet have issues for us to address.
Issues.
Well, we've got some dilemmas, courtesy of Twitter and Six Brown Chicks. Shall I dive straight into them with the first one? This one's a two-parter.
Ooh, splash.
So, lost my fingertip at work, so I've been on disability for 4 years. Wife braids hair in the kitchen for extra dollars. Money is good, but last time she cooked there was hair in the greens. I mentioned it, she called me a fingerless mother effer in front of her client. Second part, she didn't have to embarrass me like that. I was hurt. I started flirting with her clients and slept with a few. I wanted her to find out. Now I just don't want her anymore. Kids are involved. Her kids. Toss them out and move on. Advice.
Well, let's address the first part first. I think that was funny. I'm sorry. That's something I would say to you.
That's mean.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, you put hair in the green, and all he said is, "There's hair in the greens."
Yeah, and her response was funny.
It was.
Maybe not at the time.
Not at the time. I mean, looking at it, it's pretty funny response. Kind of rude. I wouldn't have personally said it.
No.
But I understand how she might have come to that conclusion, especially if he.
First of all, lost his fingertip.
She just lost one fingertip. That does not stop you from doing any other job.
No, it was fingertips with an S.
No, it was just tip. Yeah. It's a singular, not plural. He just lost a pinky, like a pinky fingertip. He can still...
Maybe it was the thumb?
But then I would feel like he would say my thumb. Because you barely got
my fingertip. The fingertip is only up to the first line, right?
So how the hell is he on, like...
disability? And
not working? No wonder she snapped at him so quick.
You can still function, right?
You've just been at home.
People have lost the whole hand.
With 9.5 fingertips. Exactly. People have lost the whole hand, the whole arms, and they're competing in the Olympics. He lost a fingertip and he's been at home complaining about greens with hairs in it. Nah, I'm back on your side. I agree. She called him what she called him. And he's just got to sit in it.
But then he was petty because it was only hair.
It was only hair.
And it was green hair, so you could easily pick it out.
I think my advice to him is, Actually, I'm a stickler for hair and food. It ruins the whole meal for me.
No, I wouldn't eat it either.
It ruins, especially when it's in your mouth and you're pulling it out and it's longer.
Gosh, Jesus.
Has that ever happened to you?
No.
It has to me, and it's like you pull it out and it's like.
I would, the whole food would have had to go in the bin.
Oh,
I'm a germaphobe, so
it ruins meals for me.
Would it be better if it was my hair? I was gonna say.
But did you look at my hair and be like, where is it gone?
I was gonna say your hair, but
I think it would be better if it was my hair, actually.
Yeah, but because you don't have
exactly.
So if it was my hair,
if it was your,
as opposed to you going to a restaurant,
I think it's better if it's your hair, but it's still an issue.
But are you more likely to be like, oh, okay?
I'm probably more likely, but I just don't like the texture of hair in my mouth, especially when I'm eating whoever's hair it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like hair. Like, it would be cleaner for me because I like, oh, it's Tia's hair. I know it's clean, at least.
Well, hopefully.
Rather than like a random person's, but I still wouldn't like the feeling of like putting hair up my mouth, regardless. But my advice to him is actually, I think you should leave her. You don't deserve her. Basically, he's cheating on her. Asking
I guess so.
If he should leave, I think you should be honest with her and just tell her. Give her the time to find a space with her kids, or you move out and give them the house because you just trash. You trash. Yeah. What's your advice to him?
I agree with you.
Oh, for once.
See? I know. Look at you.
I've come around. See that Ben Takeover episode. I did a lot of coming back around. I gave some silly advice, but I gave some gems. Next question. First time dating an African brother. Oh. When we're together, all of his attention is on me. His phone rings and he ignores it. We're together for 4 days out of the week. But those other days, he ghosts me. Doesn't respond to my calls or texts. What's going on here?
Well, first of all, I've got to say, what does his ethnicity have to do with anything?
Why is she categorizing us?
I thought she was gonna say like first time dating an African brother, and
I think she might be.
The food wasn't the food is not what I like, or I don't know, something that had to do with the word African, like
that she had to specify that.
Or maybe she's white.
I was gonna say that, but I don't think she is, because she said African brother. White people don't call us brother.
Maybe.
Nah, white people don't call us brother.
I don't know. I guess
it's more of a black term of endearment.
Oh no. Okay, I give you that.
And I don't understand why she was like, oh well, this is necessary to the scenario, like to the situation. She seems to be insinuating that Africans do this. It's just not true.
Yeah,
I'll be calling and texting, but maybe he just needs me time because you're annoying.
Yeah, but 3 days. He has 3 days by himself, and doesn't he have to work?
Maybe.
3 days.
Well,
3 days out of the week. What kind of job is that?
I guess part time. What do you mean? What kind of job is that? As if you weren't working part time throughout your whole uni.
I guess I don't know what to say about that one.
I say just
have a conversation.
Just ask, just ask him.
Yo, African brother, what are you doing?
You got another family or something?
Yeah.
Am I the main squeeze? What's happening? But no, just be honest with him.
I'm savage. I'm really feeling like singing today. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, they forgive you. I don't. Okay. Next question. Celebrated my B-day with a few friends and I got high. Woke up to sex noises, my girl and my homeboy in the other room. I tear our house up fighting him. I black out, I guess. And he got knocked out. That's what happened. My head was bleeding and I found his belt buckle in my couch. She says I dreamt it. Thoughts?
Wait, what?
So basically, he woke up to sex noises of his girlfriend and his friend. And then he went to fight the guy and he knocked him out. And then when he came back to, they were like, nothing happened. You must have been dreaming.
Oh, do you know what? I heard it in a girl's voice.
Oh. No.
So I thought she meant my girl as in my friend.
Oh, I'm assuming this is a guy.
Oh, that makes better sense.
What you dreamt actually happened. No matter how far you suppress it, you got knocked out. And this is a hard lesson that you learn. That sometimes, actually no, because this was your friend. He knew that it was your girlfriend, so he deserved them hands too. Yeah. Usually, I would say, like, you know, if it's just a random stranger, they might not even know. Although you might feel angry, you might go do something and get yourself in trouble.
I say leave the girl because
you should have just left the girl. But I understand why he
she
felt the
belongs
need
to
to
the
beat.
streets.
But I understand why he felt he needed to beat up the homeboy because he knew.
Yeah, the both of them needed.
But he can't hit the girl.
Yeah.
But he can at least take it out on the guy.
This is true, but they're brave. So they said, "Oh, he's sleeping."
Because he was high. Yeah, he was high.
They're brave. That's not the person you want.
Yeah.
At all.
So I say, sign up to a gym, go on like a Rocky training montage, try get buff, and then knock him out in front of her.
Too late.
No, the comeback is always worth it.
No, by then it's too late. You're just holding on to stuff.
Just show up to their first baby's christening.
Oh my god!
Knock him out.
So a whole 9 plus months
Say
later.
anytime it can happen. You leave them on and then you say it's not over. I'll be at your next christening, and then you walk out and disappear.
No, don't listen to that advice.
That's the only way to get even.
No. Boys, they don't hold on to stuff.
He can hold on to this. I give him permission.
Do boys hold on to stuff?
No,
I feel like
they're not like
in
small
school,
stuff.
They always used to say to me like boys, they just fight it out, and then
I think
5
it's
seconds
true
they're all playing together.
It's true in some circumstances, but this is different. This is different than someone did a bad tackle that almost hurt you, and now you have to fight them, and then also walk home with them and buy ice cream. This is this is different.
No, because girls, we hold on to stuff for years. Like I once stopped speaking to one of my best friends in secondary school because she said something that like peed me off. So I stopped talking to her for a year and a half.
A year,
legit, and we were in all the same lessons.
See, that's what. If you had just fought her, you would have got over it.
Oh, we did end up.
Well, and you got over it. Well, at least you got over the hump of not talking. At least you knew what it was afterwards.
I was forced into talking to her.
Oh, so you ended up talking to her?
After a year and a half.
Look at God. She followed the boy's advice and it worked out. I say you follow my advice. Don't listen to Tia here. Because what would your advice for him be? Just sit in this L. He got a double L.
Take the L and find yourself.
No. You got girl. 2 L's. Now flip
Take
them.
The L. Find yourself a better girl.
You got 2 L's. Now flip one of them and make it a W. You see that?
Why would you flip one? You'd flip the both.
No, because the one L is facing that way. You're flipping it to make it a W. Knock him out at the baby's christening, and say your kid can get it too.
What? The kid can get it too.
You're angry, and then when the police come for you, say it was crime of passion.
You've been watching How to Get Away too much. That's not how things work in the real world.
It's how things work in my head.
You don't have Annalise Keating to get you off. So
I have Annalise Keating. BK is a fire lawyer. Next question. I met my boyfriend whilst I volunteered at a homeless shelter. A few months later, he and his 8-year-old son move in. I found out that his son sets things on fire late at night whenever he's disciplined. I've lost clothes and purses. Boyfriend lost his old house. What the F do I do?
You kick them right out.
It sounds like you didn't meet your boyfriend. You adopted a homeless person.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's what happened. You went to the homeless shelter and you bit off a little bit more than you can chew.
Oh, he sets things on fire. Can you imagine, like, she tells him off and he just sets her on fire?
No, you have to preemptive strike. You have to preemptive strike with him. You know how sometimes when a kid is having a tantrum and then the parent does the tantrum even bigger than them and the kid shuts up?
What is your point here?
What?
Say it.
What?
Say it. What's your point?
I was just going to say you need to have a conversation with him and tell him not to set things on fire.
Okay. That sounds more reasonable than I thought.
All right. My other advice might have been illegal and possibly murder. but I won't go into it.
Wow, no, I think you need to kick them out. Send them back to where they came from.
But he's gonna set the house on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Now you made him homeless.
Oh,
I think
no.
you need
She needs to move.
You need to move.
Oh, gosh.
You have to just throw this
Throw
house
the whole house away.
Exactly. You can't. There's not much you can do here. They already know where you live. They've already burnt your purses and your stuff. Your boyfriend lost his old house. So what do you think he's gonna do to your house once you make him homeless again?
Wow.
Or
I wonder how old the child is.
I say actually no.
Send him to jail.
No, I've got a plan. You tell him no, you can't do this, but you also tell the police like he's setting things on fire. Once he sets things on fire, get the insurance money, buy a new house, and then you're rid of them.
I don't think it works like that.
In my head, it works like this. Your glasses have like an orange tinge. The people can't see it, but I can. It looks cool in your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
I mean a pink tinge, but yeah. Do you have any more advice for them?
I think she needs to call the police on him. That's what I think.
But I guess if she has proof, does she have any proof? The things
he
are just
lost
missing.
the house.
But they don't know that he did it.
Missing.
But how do they? What if they don't know that he did it?
Well, she needs to. I don't know what proof would you want?
Him setting the current house on fire.
Well, okay.
It's a risky move, but you know.
Yeah, hopefully they're not in it.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take risks for a reward. Next question. Fiance and I are white. His best friend is black. We hooked up one time. My baby was white when she was born, but she's getting darker every day. Every day. Brownish ears, curly hair, and people are beginning to notice. My wedding is December. Bestie and I are scared AF. Help. What is your advice?
Well, I don't condone cheating, so that's what you get.
I've got actual practical advice.
Okay, go on.
Move the wedding forwards. Move the wedding forward. Say I'm so infatuated and in love with you that I just want to marry you next week.
But that doesn't solve the problem.
It solves one problem.
What, that they definitely get married?
Yeah, I mean, I can't help you with the rest.
But you know what? Sometimes people do, like some children do get darker.
Say that the baby's got reverse vitiligo.
No, she needs to find a family member with curly hair in her family.
And say, do what? She slept with him?
No, and say like, oh no, this is something that runs in my family.
Nah, I think my plan's better. Move the wedding forward. Say the baby's got reverse vitiligo.
That's what she gets.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, it is what it is.
Who asked you?
Or, but maybe the baby will stop getting darker, and the baby's just tanning.
Yeah, but the hair is getting curly, which is an indicator that the baby's mixed race.
This is true.
Once the husband starts to find out, or the fiance, that's where the trouble begins. All right.
I'm going to give some good advice. I think you just need to be honest and open with him. Let him go. Let him be free.
You don't want him to like force like so deeply in love with this child and then find out that he's not his.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work, go with my first plan. Whichever. The choice is yours.
And his best friend. It's his best friend. Wow, sometimes it be the close people to you.
It is. Sometimes it does. But you know what? What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. I think that's what we're going to make our quote for today.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I was just about to repeat it again, but what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
But I think that's been it. You guys, oh, actually, that hasn't been it. I almost missed something, actually. And let's jump right into it. You watched Married at First Sight, right?
Yeah, so I've watched one season of Marriage at First Sight, and I was on Instagram today, and I was just scrolling, and I came across this video of Woody and Amani. So I believe they were having therapy, and then the therapist like told them to be more open and honest, like to each other, and like, you know, express what their boundaries are. And he mentioned that like if she did something like cut her hair, it would need to be a discussion between the two of them. I thought it was interesting because she was saying like, no, like if I wanted to cut my hair, I would cut my hair, but he was saying no, like that's a major change, and you need to like basically we need to have a discussion and see if that's what you really want. And he compared that to him
quitting his job.
So what do you think? Do you think he was? I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
No. You tell me first.
I think he was out of part of the newly bold community. As part of the new skinheads. I know actually the skinheads is a racist group, I think.
Yeah.
So as part of the bold black men community, I would say that he was out of line. Because he could lose his hair anytime.
Mm-hmm.
And if he loses his hair, he's either got to get one of them man pieces, get that man weave on your head. I ain't hating if you want to get that. Or you got to embrace it if you got a nice head, like some of us. And just embrace the thing. And you don't get to tell her, like, oh, you know what? My hair is thinning around the edges. I want to cut it all off. Should I have it in this uncomfortable stage, or should I just cut it off? You would just do what's best for you. So you can't expect her to be like, nah, you can't. I think there is something to be said about, like, if you have communication, I feel like because this is a show like Married at First Sight, they don't really know each other that well.
Mm-hmm.
That is why there's an issue
married
like
now.
This. Yeah.
Do you know what?
But I feel like a normal couple, like, someone wouldn't come home with a drastic new look, like, and just be like, deal with it. Like,
yeah,
even though you can do what you
want,
even though you can do what you want, like, it's just like I'd guess, like courtesy thing. But although it's not like mandatory,
it's not like you're asking for permission. It's more like you're having a discussion.
Yeah,
because I agree with what he was saying.
I didn't like the way he came across it. And in fact, if I was her, I would have done it anyway, because it's like, first of all, I understand maybe you want to have an input in this, but you have to remember, we don't know each other that well yet.
No, but they're married now.
Yeah, but still, it's just you just coming on to me imposing these views.
No, but he wasn't saying it like, he was just giving a hypothetical. She wasn't actually going to cut her hair. It was just a hypothetical.
If I was her, I would have cut my hair because of that.
I would have been that paid. I kind of agree with what he was saying, because things like cutting your hair is like a drastic change to your look. And you might not be attracted to a skinhead.
It's true. I understand the thing of, oh, you need to... I just don't like the way he said it. I guess
what he was saying, I agree with.
Looking at the therapist's face, the therapist was like, there is a way to approach it, and I understand. That's what I was saying. In a regular couple, when they know each other, these things wouldn't be a problem, because one of them wouldn't just come home with a drastic change and be like, deal with it.
What if I decided one day, like...
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm
gonna go bold.
But you wouldn't. You might have that feeling, but you wouldn't have just come home and been like, oh, I'm doing this. You'd be like, oh, I'm thinking of cutting my hair short. Like, you would run it by me, not for permission.
Okay. So what if I said, I really want to cut my hair short? What would you say?
I'll be like, okay. I've been on board for your big chop.
Oh, please.
I've been saying you should do the big chop. Go all natural. Get a fro. Get a fro that I'm missing.
I come back and, like, I'm bold now. And now all of a sudden you're it's like dating a guy.
No, it's not. There's a lot of beautiful women with short hair.
No, but not my head shape.
No, but I don't. You don't know what you would look like. Not
all head shapes.
Not all women can pull it off.
And I've seen my hair, like, especially when my hair's pulled back.
I think you would look nice with a nice little fro.
No,
I think you actually would.
But I've got a fat face.
No, but I think you would look nice.
I've got like a chubby face.
I think you would look nice with a fro. But it would be up to you. I wouldn't be like, no, you can't do that.
Okay, let me give you an example. So when I came back with, like, braids.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, you look like a 10-year-old.
But that's not what I said. Do you know what actually happened? I didn't say anything.
No, you didn't. No,
I didn't say anything.
No, but that... No, I'm using it as an example. It was brave, so it could be taken out, right?
And I didn't say anything.
Just imagine, like, it's now I'm bold. Like, you can't just put the hair back onto my head.
Yeah, but I'm glad you brought that up, because although I didn't like the style, I was like, It's not that I thought the style looked bad on you. I just thought, to me, you looked like really young.
Do you know what, guys? I
I
really enjoyed the hairstyle, right? And I was talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this more often.
And I waited for you to have your full time with
and
the hair.
once I took it out, he was like, oh no, I really didn't like it.
Yeah, I was like, it just made you look you're underage. It wasn't my personal thing. I wasn't like, you can't ever do it again, which was sort of like the vibe he was giving off.
No, but like, let's say like it was a permanent thing. It was a permanent hairstyle, and you're just there thinking.
I agree with what you're saying. Like,
no,
I think
with a 10-year-old.
I agree with what you're saying. Like, oh, this is something that needs to be discussed. But I don't think that you should have to ask me for permission, because if he's going bold and he decides to cut his hair, he's not asking her for permission.
Not asking for permission, but I guess you're right. You would have a discussion, but I don't think he was saying you need to ask me for a discussion.
I just think his approach could have been better worded. I understand the sentiment of it, like, oh, if you're making a thing, it would be nice when married couple include me. But the way he came across was like, no, you can't cut your hair, and like that was literally a sentence. And it's like, but when sometimes you're in an argument and someone tells you something that you can actually do that you don't actually need someone's permission for,
it makes you want to go and do it.
Yeah, so
it makes you want to do the opposite to what they're saying.
I think that his approach was wrong, and judging by the therapist's face, I think the therapist thought that too, because the therapist was looking at him like, don't go like that. You might be on the right track. Like, we should discuss something, but it shouldn't be like a you need to do what I say.
I wasn't getting that vibe.
I was.
Guys, you should go and watch it. It's on YouTube.
Woody and Amani. Yeah, Woody and Amani.
Marriage boot camp.
Married at first sight.
Jesus. There's so many things now.
Yeah, there is. But I think that's been it.
That's been it.
So insert quote here, what goes around comes around.
Yep.
And we've been BT Small Talk. You can find us on all social media. And thank you for watching episode 14 of The Gift of the Gab. Adios.
Amigos.